Taurus. If you've not been, or you've not seen one of my self-reflection readings previously, the idea behind this is sometimes Spirit has a few messages for us. Sometimes we all need to do a little bit of healing and we don't know where to look. So Spirit has some messages, and it's to give some guidance on areas that you may need to work on within yourselves if you're stuck and you're feeling low. Something to give you a bit of an idea of what you might need to be doing some inner healing on. Right, so let's get into it. So like I said, this is for the collective of Taurus. Please only take what resonates and leave what does not. Not everything will fit for you. If you don't find any messages, please check out your other placements. You may find some messages in there. Now I've got a new camera and a new microphone, so I do apologise if the setup is a little bit different to normal, but I got fed up of having a microphone cutting out all the time, and my new microphone doesn't really work with my phone, so I had to get something completely different. So I do apologise if things are looking a little bit different, but hopefully this will be a little bit more clear for you. Right, so let's get into it. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for the collective of Taurus for their self-reflection reading? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, lots of cards trying to speak for you today. I do apologise if my arms get in front of the camera. I am not used to this setup. I will work it out eventually. I think we're all right, but we will see. Okay, so the overall card energy for the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Wands. Now that is suggesting that you are currently in the middle of releasing a burden that you've been carrying. So something that you've been dragging along with you. You were ready to put that down. You're ready to share the load. You were ready to release whatever it is that has been dragging you down, that it's been weighing heavy on your shoulders. You're just ready to get rid of it, okay? May possibly be that you're also ready for a new start. We've got this sitting right underneath that 10 of Wands. So you're possibly looking at a new start, possibly in some romantic form, or maybe even a friendship. Okay, now in what you're telling yourself, you're talking to yourself with the 7 of Wands, and that's in reverse. So you're currently talking to yourself, telling yourself that it's okay, you can just push ahead, doesn't matter what anybody else says, and you're doing quite well with rising against any provocation. If anybody is saying anything, you are, yeah, you're just kind of dealing with any conflict. You're ignoring all the conflict, you're ignoring all the prods and the pokes, and you're telling yourself it's fine to just push ahead. Yeah, and you're just going ahead with all your plans that you've been making, just trying to make sure that you're getting what you need to do. Let's get some clarification on this. Just drop this card on the floor. And just see me tangling over all the wires. Oh, good God, there's 5 cards. I didn't see that many. Okay, so we've got the Lovers in the reverse. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the upright, all coming out with regards to what you're ploughing on from. So potentially some of this could be people, some of this could be just your energy, it could be another person's energy. So the Lovers in the reverse, you're potentially coming out of, well, you're either coming out of, or you are just telling yourself that whatever this is, whatever this choice is, it's like you've made a poor, you may have been telling yourself you've made a poor choice. You could even be in a relationship that's out of whack, but you're just telling yourself, regardless of whatever has happened, you're just going to plow on. So like I say, it could be that you've made a poor choice in a relationship. You could have, you could be in conflict in your relationship. You could experience a lack of passion potentially. You are telling yourself though that you can wait. So you are waiting for things to come to fruition. Whatever seeds you've been planting in the past, you are waiting for them to come along. So potentially that's why you're telling yourself it's fine, ignore what everyone else is saying. Maybe there's a bit of gossip going on around you, and you're kind of telling yourself, do you know what, it doesn't matter. I may have made a wrong choice, but I'm going to wait for things to come through. You've got this Ten of Swords in the reverse, saying that you are coming out of some sort of releasing from some sort of self-obsession. You may have been stuck in an old thought pattern. Maybe you've been in an unhappy cycle, possibly with the whatever this Lovers represents, and you're kind of coming out of it, and that's possibly why you're waiting for this Seven of Pentacles to come through to fruition. The King of Cups is suggesting that you don't actually know, or you're not in touch with your feelings potentially. So again, that could be another reason why you're waiting for things to come through. Could be part of the reason why you feel like you may have made a wrong choice, or why you've got some arguments, some disagreements. And we've got this Queen of Swords, which suggests that even though you don't know what your feelings are with that King of Cups, you know what your truth is, and you're very guarded, and you want nothing but the truth. So if this is regards to a person coming towards you, or that you're with, you want nothing but the truth. You are there defending yourself. You've got clarity of thoughts. Your emotions might be a little bit wishy-washy, and you might be, you know, you might have, your emotions could be a bit uncontrolled, which is why you might not be feeling them very well, because you've got no control over them. So one minute you could feel, you know, elated over something, then the next minute you could be on the floor crying, but you're feeling them. So they're very powerful, but it's like you've got no control over them. There's no kind of switch off button. You could also be completely the opposite, where your emotions could be that out of control that you've got none. They may have just completely switched off. You may be feeling absolutely nothing, because sometimes when you get completely overloaded and overwhelmed with emotions, you just switch them off so that you don't have to feel them, which could potentially be why you've got this Queen of Swords, because she feels her emotions. She knows they're there, but she's just guarded against things, and she's a little bit cold because she's waiting for things to come to her. She's waiting for information, which could be what this Seven of Pentacles is. You're waiting for things to come to you. You're waiting for things to happen. But either way, you're ploughing on regardless of what other people are saying, regardless of the situation that you're in. Okay. Now, in what you are scared of, or what you're hiding from yourself, you've got this Page of Pentacles. So you're hiding this Page of Pentacles out of either shame or fear. This Page of Pentacles is somebody, he's a new start to something. He is potentially a new career. He could be a new person. He could just be innocence and fun and playfulness. So he could represent a number of things. It's possible that you are either scared of starting something from new. Maybe this relates to a job. Maybe you were scared of starting a new job. You know, it could relate to a person. Maybe you're scared of meeting a new person that could, maybe you feel like someone's too innocent. Maybe you feel a bit ashamed that somebody's a bit young. It could simply be that you feel ashamed of being innocent and naive about certain things, and that you're going into something as a beginner. And let's get some clarification on that. I'm trying not to shuffle near the mic because I have noticed that it does come across quite harsh. So I have got a bit of a buffer on there, but yeah, I'm just trying to not shuffle into the microphone. It was bad already on the other microphone, so this one's even worse. I do apologise if it's a little bit too snappy. Can we get some clarification of this Page of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Oh wow, that's a lot of cards. How many we got? That's too many, Spirit. And you're just chucking out in a pile. It's too many, Spirit, please. They've clearly got a lot to say to you, that's all I can say. Okay, we'll take that many. Right, so this Page of Pentacles then. We have got the Ace of Pentacles. That's the first one that popped out. So that is definitely suggesting that you are either scared of a brand new start or you're ashamed of a brand new start. We've got a Page of Wands again. Somebody trying to go for a brand new start, something that they're passionate about. Okay. We've got a World card and we've got an Emperor. So something's come to an end and you want control. You are trying to control the outcome. You're trying to control an ending. So maybe you are feeling ashamed that you're having to start something new, but you want to have that control over how something ends. Maybe you're scared that you're not going to have that control over a potential ending. I mean, the World card, yes, it is an ending, but it also is the start of something as well, because right after you end the end card, you start again. So it's literally, something has literally come to an end, or you are completely petrified of something ending, that you are trying to hold on tightly with that Emperor. You're trying to control the situation. You're trying to keep hold of it as tight as you can. Because you're afraid of a new start. You're scared of something brand new. Maybe you feel like you're too old to start something new, which is absolutely ridiculous, by the way. You're never too old to start something new. But yeah, maybe you feel like you're too old to start something new. Maybe you feel like you don't have the skills to start something new, because that Page of Pentacles is somebody that's, you know, learning, beginning a new job, a new skill. That Page of Wands is somebody that is, again, learning new skills. I mean, he's also somebody that's beginning a new friendship, potentially working on something of his own. Maybe this is something where you need to come out of a career, because the Emperor can be a boss as well. Maybe you decided that you need to be your own boss and you're fed up of working for other people, but breaking free and ending it, you might feel a little bit scared of working for yourself. Maybe you're so used to working in an environment that it's such a big leap, a big change. It could also be that you're just scared of new things. It might not have anything to do with a physical 3D. It could very well be that you've got something in your head where you're scared of things ending. You're scared to start something new. Whether that could be, you know, from abandonment issues, whether that could be literally you just might not like change, so you try and control the situation so you don't have to have change. You try and stop things from ending. And yeah, that could very well be that you are just, you know, you could just be really scared of change itself. Now, what you can do to help your situation at the moment, we've got this Death card that came out in a challenge position, and we've got a Star card that came out in the upright. Okay, so that Star card then is suggesting that you potentially need to do a bit of healing. You need to find a bit of balance within yourself, and you need to try and be open and honest with yourself as well about what it is that you actually want. That Death card is suggesting that you need to end something to start something. So you are being challenged with a transition, because that is very much a transformation, a transition between something old and something new. So it's telling you you're wishing for something with that Star card. You can have what you wish for, but you need to end something. What you need to, you know, sacrifice something, put something to an end, release something, in order to evolve and move forward into what it is that you want. And it is suggesting that with that Star card, you know, it will bring you some joy. It will bring you the clarity that you want. It will bring you the joy. It will bring you calmness. And let's get some clarification, please, Spirit. I'm just trying to shuffle those on my legs so that you don't hear all the snaps. Some clarification, please, Spirit. Clarify the Star card and the Death card, please. Too many cards. One more card, please. Okay, two more. I'll take that. So we had the Eight of Cups come out in a challenge position. So I'm not used to the placements yet. So yeah, walking away from something that you may have been stuck in for a while, feeling a bit unsatisfactory, coming out of something that's not serving you, that is going to be a challenge. That's what that Death card is all about. Ending something that is unsatisfactory, something that you feel like you've been stuck in for ages. You need to bring it to an end. Okay, we've got this Hierophant in the reverse, suggesting that you want to break traditions. Breaking against the traditions is something that can help you heal. So when I say breaking traditions, maybe your family is you might have a tradition of everyone in your family has the same job. That's a tradition for your family. You might want to break that and start something different, follow your own dream. It could be any number of things, but you want to break the norm. You want to go against the norm, do something different. We do have the Ace of Wands, which is suggesting that maybe you should possibly, this is all falling out on the Death and after the Eight of Cups. So what you could need to walk away from is something that is draining your spark for life. So that Ace of Wands, when it's in the reverse, is you've lost the passion for whatever it is that you've been doing. So you need to move away from that, re-find the passion. The Nine of Swords in the reverse is suggesting that whatever it is may have been giving you nightmares. So you need to do a bit of healing about that and move away from it. You could have been having, it could be that it's drained that much passion out of you that you may have had a bit of depression as well from it. Because let's face it, if we're in an unsatisfactory situation for that long, it can get to you and it can cause you to be depressed, and it can cause you to lose that, zeal for life. And this is suggesting that you need to get out of that, break that norm, break that tradition, and walk away from something that isn't satisfying you towards something that you want. Start that new journey. Take that walk away from things that are just not serving you anymore. And move forwards. Now, what you need to release, we have a Chariot. You need to release feeling stuck. You need to release the feeling of you can't go anywhere. Okay. Now the Chariot is also a card of being fully unified within your mind, your body, your soul, kind of thing. With the Chariot, when you have a look at him, so he's got the two phoenixes on the bottom. He's got no reins, so he pulls that using his head. Clarity of thought, heart, mind, everything completely, united. That's telling you that's what you need. You need to release the fact that you're not united at the moment, because when you're not united, you can't move. You don't know what you want. So you need to decide on what it is you want, have that clear path of what it is you want to do, and move towards it. Release that feeling of being stuck. Release the negativity. Release the feeling of you're never going to get anywhere in life, and pick something to aim for and go for it. Let's get some clarification on this Chariot, please, Spirit. Okay, So we've got a Ten of Pentacles. So maybe your family legacy, maybe what makes you feel stuck. We've got a Devil that's come out in a challenge position. Maybe finances and stability are what's keeping you stuck. Maybe you think you won't have that stability if you move and do something different, if you change what's making you feel stuck. One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. And a Seven of Cups as well. Let's come out in a challenge position. So there's that Ten of Pentacles. Just noticed how blurry this camera is when I'm trying to zoom, you know, the Devil card. Ten of Pentacles was upright, so I'm going to put it across. And then we've got the Seven of Cups that came out in a challenge as well. So yeah, so that Ten of Pentacles then is suggesting that, you know, something to do with your stability, your legacy is potentially something that's been keeping you stuck. If that's the idea around that, is what you need to release. You've got the Devil there as well, which is suggesting that certain things, certain negative behaviours have been quite challenging, and obviously those need to be released as well. Now those negative behaviours could be obsession over money, it could be addictions of some form, you know, the general alcohol, drugs, gambling, all that sort of thing. It could just be simply, you could be a workaholic. It could be that you've got negative people in your life that you need to release, any toxic behaviours from other people or yourself. Again, this fear as well, because that Devil also represents your fears. You might need to just release your fear of new starts as well. That Seven of Cups there is also suggesting that you do have a lot of choices, but you can't pick one. You're stuck picking them. You don't know what you want. You're kind of confused on where to go and what to do. And obviously your Devil isn't really helping you there, because he's kind of being a little bit obsessive. So you're feeling really, you're really stuck with regards to what to do. You don't know what is your best option. That's something that you need to release. It's going to be challenging to release it, and it's going to be challenging to release whatever that Devil is representing. So, you know, whether it's toxicity, negative habits, toxic traits you may have, you know, negative things from the past, obsessions, anything. They're going to be tough to release, especially if it's with regards to your stability. And I can understand that, because nobody wants to release stability and think, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. You know, you want to make sure that you've got a stable life. But that Ten of Pentacles isn't necessarily your stability for now. That's your stability long term, okay? That's saying that you think that based on what you're doing now, you're going to be in this place when you're older. Get rid of that idea. Nobody knows what the future's bringing, you know? For all you know, yes, you could be in the best job in the world that could be sucking the life out of you, and the only reason why it's the best job is because it pays amazingly. But if you're not happy, you know, which clearly you're not, if you're not happy, how do you know you're not going to end up giving yourself some sort of anxiety disorder and you end up losing your job? You're not going to have that Ten of Pentacles. How do you know you're not going to end up giving yourself a hernia from stress and you end up losing your job? Again, obviously that, I'd like to hope that doesn't happen to any of you, but you know, you don't know what the future's going to bring. You can only hope for the best, you know? You hope for the best, and I mean, I'm not going to hope for the best, plan for the worst, but it's more of hoping for the best and manifesting what you want. You know, you're still going to get that regardless if you do the manifestation work and go for it. As long as you're planning, you're making your proper steps, you're doing it with a proper strategy, you're still going to get it, even if you do swap things over, because that's the end of things. The tenor is the end of a journey, you know. That's what you want at the end of life. That's what you want, your legacy, you know, your inheritance for your kids, your happiness, your happy families. I'd like to hope that many of you aren't already there yet, you know. I'd like to hope you've still got a lot of years in front of you. So stop worrying about that Ten of Pentacles. It's not happening yet. That's a long time off. Stop worrying about. You need to make sure that you've got that now, because you don't. You've got a long time to go before you need to do that. Okay. Now what you need to embrace, the Sun. That says everything. You need to embrace joy, clarity. You need to embrace the fact that you want success, or that you'll have success. You can have success in whatever you choose to do, as long as you put in the right amount of effort. But yeah, joy, fun, success, clarity, truth, embracing your own truths on what it is that you want, what you need, having that clarity behind it. So we've got an Ace of Cups that's come out in the reverse for that. Don't be scared of missed opportunities. Embrace that some opportunities are missed. They're missed for a reason. You know, sometimes something may feel like it's a missed opportunity, but actually it's been done for a reason. It wasn't meant for you. There's something better. Pretty sure that was a Knight of Wands. So you've got the Knight of Wands as well that came out. So he's telling you to have passion, go for what you want. Do it with a lot of fiery zest and zeal and lust for life. You know, go for it energetically and passionately. And we've got a Four of Pentacles. So yes, you may feel like you want to hold on to what you've got. And if this is all to do with your money and your stability, you may want to keep hold of your savings. You know, you may want to make sure that you do have that bit of stability for now, to make sure that you get what you want. This could also be that you know, holding on to things to invest, or you've got money to invest, and that you're going to invest it into certain things. So potentially you want to invest it into yourself, or into a new career, if that's what you're choosing to do, or if that's something new that you need to do. It could be that you want to save and cling on to something that you're holding very dear to you, which could be a person. It could very well be that, you know, you might have lots of work things going on, and you're part of the thing that you need to release is that you're scared that, you know, if you end a work situation, is your relationship going to fall apart? Especially with you having this Lovers, you know, that's in the reverse, because again, that's an upset relationship, and you're trying to, you know, holding on to it, holding on to what it is you hold dear. You know, having that stability. Yes, you might be fearing material loss, but it's holding on to your savings as such. And let's face it, there's nothing, sometimes having a fear of losing money will make you lose money. So yes, it's nice to have that stability there, but the more you obsess over things, you know, sometimes it comes to fruition and you don't want that, but there's nothing stopping you planning, you know, for a rainy day. But get the clarity on what it is that you want. Go for things with a lot of, you know, enthusiasm, effort, fiery passion. That's what the Knight of Wands is. It's telling you that you know, you can have what you want. You can have that happiness, that joy at the end of it. You're going to have stability. Embrace that you can have stability. Might not be a 10, but it's a 4, and you only need a 4 for now. You've got a long time ahead of you to get to a 10, you know? But it's going to be a fun, joyous stability, not one that's going to be laborious and, you know, toxic. And that's what it's telling you to do. Obviously, I don't know whether that's a job, whether that is a state of mind, whether that's a person, because it is literally you releasing something that you feel gives you stability and replacing it with a different type of stability. But breaking the norms, breaking free from what it was that that you're scared of, having that ending and that transitioning into something new and not being scared of it. Right, we're going to pull you an Angel of Light Oracle, a Moonology, and then we will pull you a Kitchen Witch as well. I need a little book for the Kitchen Witch because I don't know all of those off the top of my head. Right, let's get you an Angel of Light Oracle card, please. I did shuffle all of these before I came on camera as well, just to try and minimise the shuffling. Okay, so you've got two. You've got introspection and communication. Not that there's any point in me holding these up to the camera because the writing is really tiny and you probably won't see a thing on there. Okay, so communication then. The angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. When you speak from the heart, others feel the resonance of truth and trust you. Talk positively, focus on the good in your life, and you will feel happier and healthier. That's that Sun card. Communication is a two-way process. Listen with interest and respond openly. This will improve all relationships. Communicate constantly with Source using prayer, which is asking, and meditation, which is listening. Always keep channels of communication open. Be a bridge to others' hearts and minds. Ask your angel to step into your aura and communicate in a higher way through you. The affirmation with that, I communicate clearly and honestly. And then introspection. Your angel guidance is to find a quiet space for contemplation and look within. It is time to withdraw and review your life. Take time and space for yourself. Gives you an opportunity to recuperate from life's challenges, to reflect on the way ahead, strengthen yourself and prepare for the next phase of your life. During times of introspection, you can become aware of your gifts, your inner reserve and your wisdom. It is a time for healing. Still your mind and quieten your emotions. Ask for your angel's wings to enfold you and provide you with a safe haven in which to relax. Then you can listen to the promptings of your angel inspiring and guiding you. Your affirmation, I claim time and space for myself. Okay, let's get a Moonology card as well for you. And one of them has just hit the floor. Where did you go? There it is. Okay, what's that? Oh, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Let's get one more. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay, let's get you a Kitchen Witch Oracle then. See if there's any more messages that Spirit would like to give. I like these Kitchen Witch Oracles, but they are massive and my little hands struggle to shuffle them. I think they're very pretty. Okay, so you've got onion, tears. So let's see what that one means. And by all means, I know that that one is safe to eat. Some of the others I'm not sure on, but I'd like to hope that they're safe because they're for your kitchen. But who knows? Right, so your emotions seem to be running the show, and crying over spilt milk is not the answer in getting to the root of your sensitive outbursts. That was that King of Wands in reverse at the beginning, remember? If you slice me in half, my chemical irritant will certainly give you something to cry about. My defensive attack is familiar to any kitchen witch, but be brave and fight back the onslaught of teardrops unless you wish to season your meal with salty tears. Instead, use my poignant aromatic flavour to transform any dish, and after consumption you will find that you have the power of banishment upon your every breath. Oh dear God, it's telling you to go and get bad breath. That's amazing. Plant my bulbs around your property for protection, or slice me in two. Slide in the name of your perpetrator on a piece of paper and seal with a pin or two to banish harm. I'll soak up negativity, strengthen your immune system and heal your wounds. And because I grow so quickly, I'm a wizard at accelerating the potency of fertility spells. Now that's definitely not something to cry about. And obviously, I'm not here to condone spells. If you want to try that out, you go for it. I'm not telling you to do that. just a suggestion on a kitchen witch oracle card. But yeah, go and eat lots of onions. Yeah, go and have a good old cry over slicing up some onions. I do that quite a lot, to be fair. I love a good onion. Right, I hope that has helped some of you Tauruses in what you may need to do some self-reflection on. Good luck, and thank you for joining me. Oh, and just before I go, if you did like your message today, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.